that very good? But you're sounding like you're tired. You're not tired, though? No, man. Jesus is still alive. And I'm going to remind you, that I'm not just a family friend. I worked in this community for over 35 years. Amen. So I know every crevice and corner. Amen? But my task is here. Oftentimes the day seems long. Our trials are hard to bear. We are tempted to complain, to murmur and despair. But Christ will soon appear to take his bride away, all tears forever over, in God's eternal day. I want to greet our moderator, Elder Mack, our host pastor, Reverend Reed, members of the bereaved family, friends and associates of the bereaved family, members of the community in which she resided, and for many years. And I deem it a pleasure to be asked to share in this Thanksgiving service for Miss Thelma. I am doing this on behalf of the Davyton past teachers, and I see some of them around, past teachers, past students. I also want to, on their behalf, offer our condolences to the family of Sister Thelma. Once upon a time, in the year 1974, this beautiful lady Thelma joined the staff of the Davyton Junior High School as it was then. She was employed as a cook. Each day you would look forward to seeing her through the gates, and she was always on time. While at Davyton, she shared a good relationship with the many groups or the many members of staff there. We had persons like the members of the teaching staff, administrative staff, ancillary staff, and not to mention the student body. You came in contact with her, you had to look out for the warm smile. You certainly had to notice how she was daintily dressed, well put together, and her general deportment. As for the meal she provided, they looked exceptionally well, and it tasted well. She was a person who would enjoy a healthy conversation with you, as long as you are not going to be gossiping or sharing other people's business. She made an effort to show respect to all she met. Whether you were a child or an older person, she would respect you. Miss Thelma working with all the principals we had at that institution, namely Mr. Burton, Mr. Wilson Finlayson, Mrs. Alma Folks, Mrs. S. Small, Mr. J. Trail, and Mr. C. McLeish, all having their own perspective, and she had to fall in line with all of those persons. Also, each name change that is, she went through those also. When she weathered the storm throughout it all. Today, we celebrate one who lived long and well. And we recall her personality, and let us remember that. As we recall that lovely smile she did, remember she showed truth and love. Amen? Amen. Many of us have had living amongst children, work with children, have children of our own, but don't care too much about them. Miss Thelma was a kind of person. She loved children, not only in need of something she would inquire. I recall a student going to the cafeteria one day, and another student heard him making some unkind remarks related to his Thelma, and he came and told me about it. Probably it was this time we'll call it informal, right? But he came and he quietly told me what happened. And I did not make an alarm. I went there and I spoke to Miss Thelma and asked her about it, and she told me it was true. But I gently reminded her that we have to save the children from themselves. And then I told her that the young man would come to her after school for 5 days and needs to do 1 hour each day. And at the end of the day, he would take a report back to me to tell me what he did. At the end of those days, he would take reports to me. And I get him carefully through the process, letting him know that this is a part of life and you don't go out there and do what you feel like doing. And what? He did the 5 days. Happily did the 5 days. And 2 weeks after he went to the camp, he said to her, Miss, can I come and help you some afternoons? That means Miss Thelma must have treated him well enough. So he went on there for a good while, going there to help her to wash out the kitchen, etc. And then he would leave to go home. Miss Thelma was somebody who had great faith in God. She was very kind and very caring. It was always my pleasure to stop and see her in the air at home. And I recall when Charlie died, a few months after, she said to me, Charlie's daughter is going to be your daughter. He said, yeah, we became friends. Of course, come on, knows that we are good buddies. We don't call to each other very often, but when we do, we have a long time of chatting together. Let us not think of her as dead. She has just gone on before. Many of us have been touched by her silent ministries. I never say, man, it's quiet so. Silent ministries. That kind and loving heart that she had. A human being who was kind-hearted, not only had a salvation story, but she had a story that came from that. Friends all who are here today, grieve if you must. Seek help if you must. Bring back the pieces together, because healing is in sight for you.